Coffee Break, hanradio.com, streaming live on the Hersom Acorn Network. John Kovac, Kate Chaplinsky, Rob Adams, Eric Gendron with us. We've got Andrew Frateroli, Dan Gardella, Marty Hersom, Elizabeth Cote, Mary Ann Hersom. There are certain families, Kate, that you don't talk about New Canaan without talking about them. One of them joins us right now, Carl Franco of Franco's Wine Merchants.
Nice to be here, guys.
80 years
Wow.
on Elm Street.
Yep.
Which is just amazing.
Some days I feel like I've been here all 80.
Yeah. Now, it started as a grocery store, right?
Right, in the 20s.
Prohibition had a hand in some of that.
Yeah, so day after Prohibition, my Uncle Albert, who was the founder, drove up to Hartford, got a license to sell alcohol, and came back down and started up Francos.
You've got a picture of that first day someplace, don't you?
We have lots of pictures everywhere.
You've got a lot of, and
Yeah.
Carl's just become a real source. And he's a great follow. If you're into the history of New Canaan, Franco's Wine Merchants on Twitter?
On Twitter, yep.
On Twitter.
Just Franco's Wine
Franco's
store.
Wine.
Merchants didn't fit, yeah.
Yeah, but great photos that Carl has. Some really that nobody'd ever seen.
Yeah, well, I just came across, just digging through the old family house, and then I know you've seen them and following me, and just old parades and Memorial Day parades, old World War I parades.
That one's amazing.
And some just some really interesting photographs that they're just fun to come across, and people really enjoy seeing them.
Now, obviously, the business has changed a lot, I'm sure, over the years, and even recently with, new laws. I mean, what have you seen kind of be the biggest changes?
Well, just that I would have to say so much of it is cyclical, because I think when the law, back in after Prohibition, it was still big spirits. I mean, it was rums, it was bourbons. I'm not sure so much vodka those days. I mean, when you watch the old shows and movies, it's rums and bourbons.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then we really went through a period not too long ago where the focus was on wine, and a lot of the wine growing regions of the world just started to emerge. Australia, South America, in addition to the ones like the traditional French, and of course California has certainly grown over the past 30 years or so, and but now it's kind of back to the spirits, the single malt scotches, the bourbons. I mean, that's what the younger crowd is going back towards. There's always this saying that you don't do what your parents do, whether it's what you drink, what you eat, how you shop. You do what your grandparents did. Because no one wants to do what their parents did. They want to be different.
That's a good point.
So,
yeah.
I think that's how all these cycles stay.
Bourbon
on.
really has taken off in the past, just the past couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of small little distilleries have been popping up, or maybe they've always been there, but they just see their chance to expand, and
right.
They've been trying to expand their production and expand their reach.
Speaking of small manufacturers, small producers, how do you keep up with the craft beer craze that really hasn't shown any sign of slowing down?
No, it really hasn't. And once again, that's another industry that's always popping up. And, not too long ago, I was just watching, I can't remember where I was watching. It was somewhere on TV, and just how hard it is even to pick a name for all these breweries, because there's just so many, copyright infringement laws that are coming up, because they just sound, you'd think you come up with an unusual name, and there's someone else out there who already has it going. So there's plenty of them around to try, and once again, it's just every week someone's coming in wanting to know what's new and wanting to try something different.
And you've always gotten new and different things. How do you keep up with that?
You know what? A lot of it is, a good amount actually is from customers themselves. They said, I had this wine, I had this bourbon, I had this beer, and so we do find a lot via that way. And then, of course, you have good, we're as good as our people who supply us are, and they're very good at well, they're salesmen. I mean, of course, they want to sell anything they have,
Right.
Right.
but they do bring a number of good products to us, and it's still a trick to decide what works best for us and our clients, and then we put those items out, and people are always, they come in because our staff knows is very knowledgeable about whether it's the wine or the spirits, and that's what they come in for.
Now,
Now-
bigger question: do you have to taste test everything?
You do. You do. It's not all bad.
No, I can see that.
Now, how do you guys maximize sidewalk sales? Because you can't really put a lot of
No,
what
you can't put
sell
any.
out based on a law.
Right. I always say that if I could sell margaritas on the street that day, I'd make them in. But
Yes, you would.
But you know what? It's we go out there with just our soft drinks, and
Right.
we always do a wine tasting in the store because, as you know, traditionally it's usually a very hot day, and so we always have a wine tasting in the store, and we tell people to come on in out of the heat and take a break. And tomorrow we're having one with California sparkling wine, the Chandon. We have their Brut and we have their Rosé.
Nice.
And Chandon kindly supplied us with plenty of their Chandon sunglasses, so we'll be giving those away with each purchase.
Nice.
Very nice. Franco's Wine Merchants, and that I always got to check the ad. 130 Elm Street, 80 years, which is just
incredible.
awesome.
Yep. It's what I know both my brother Rick and I kind of feel we're just, people always ask, or just say, we're the owners and whatnot, but we always feel like we're just, the current caretakers of it, and hopefully there's someone down the line in the family that, is going to be coming up and taking over when Rick and I are done.
Well, you've got those businesses here. You've got you guys. You've got Carl Chevrolet. You've got Stewart's Market. You've got the Hersums with the New Canaan Advertiser, which is just generation upon generation doing business in this town. There's something special that's keeping people here.
Yeah, I mean it's really the townspeople in New Canaan. I mean, it's really nice to have them shop in town and see their support. We really just appreciate everyone really doing the shop local thing. And, I see it, and, you definitely, your customers. I mean, we know them all, and we appreciate them coming in, and appreciate them coming back in again.
Great.
Carl Franco, Franco's Wine Merchants, thanks
All right,
for stopping
John.
by.
Nice to meet
All
you.
right, same here. All right, guys.
Coming to you live on an expanded coffee break.